Did you know that the legs are the first to show signs of weakness when muscle mass begins to decrease? This is a silent reality that affects millions of people, especially as the years go by, and is often only noticed when climbing a flight of stairs, walking long distances, or even getting up from a chair becomes a challenge. Perhaps you have already experienced cramps, joint pain, or that constant feeling of fatigue in your legs. What few realize is that this loss of strength does not happen overnight. It develops gradually, almost imperceptibly, until it compromises mobility and independence. And the most concerning part is that, if not addressed, it can pave the way for serious problems. Falls, fractures, and an ever-growing risk of losing autonomy. The good news is that there is an effective way to act before it's too late. And it does not involve exhausting workouts or expensive supplements. Much of that lost strength can be recovered and maintained simply by adjusting your diet. That's because nutrition has a direct impact on muscle health, influencing everything from endurance to the ability to regenerate muscle fibers. Contrary to what many people think, keeping muscles strong doesn't depend solely on consuming protein. Of course, protein is essential, but the body also needs a balanced combination of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Elements like potassium, magnesium, calcium, and vitamin D play key roles in ensuring that muscles work well, joints remain stable, and bones can safely support body weight. Ignoring this nutritional need is like building a house on unstable ground. Even if the walls seem solid at first, over time they begin to give way. In the same way, the body without these nutrients loses support, and the legs, which bear the greatest workload, are the first to feel it. If your diet is lacking in key nutrients, your body will start looking for alternatives to make up for the deficit. This can mean drawing protein reserves from the muscles themselves, weakening the legs, reducing stability, and increasing the risk of falls. This muscle loss, known as sarcopenia, is not just an aesthetic or physical performance issue. It is directly linked to both quality and expectancy of life. From now on, we will explore foods that have the power to strengthen the legs, protect the muscles, and improve bone health. These are simple, accessible options backed by studies that prove their positive effects. And the first one is a well-known favorite which, when used strategically, can be a true shield against muscle loss: the egg. The egg is one of the most complete foods that exist. It provides high-quality protein that contains all the essential amino acids needed for muscle building and repair. This protein quality is essential to slowing down the loss of strength that naturally occurs with aging or prolonged periods of inactivity. In addition, the egg is rich in vitamin D, a nutrient essential for muscle and bone health. Its deficiency is associated with muscle weakness, falls, and a greater tendency to fractures. Another highlight of the egg is choline, a nutrient that plays a direct role in communication between the nerves and muscle fibers, ensuring more efficient contractions and more precise movements. This detail can make all the difference in your agility and safety when walking, climbing steps, or balancing on uneven surfaces. And it's not just strength that the egg provides. Being rich in protein, it offers long-lasting satiety, helping control appetite and reducing the consumption of ultra-processed foods, known to increase inflammation in the body and speed up muscle degeneration. Including eggs at breakfast, for example, is a strategy that can keep your energy stable throughout the day and prepare the body to perform well in daily tasks. In the next food on the list, we will combine high-quality protein with a powerful natural anti-inflammatory agent, capable of protecting muscles and joints while strengthening bone structure. After talking about the power of the egg, we come to a group of foods that is practically essential for anyone who wants to keep their legs strong and with good mobility. Fish rich in healthy fats, especially salmon, sardines, and tuna. They are sources of high-quality protein, as important as that found in eggs for building and repairing muscles. But the great differential of these fish is the presence of omega-3, a type of healthy fat that fights silent inflammation and improves joint health. Chronic inflammation is one of the greatest enemies of muscles and joints. It can be present even when you don't feel intense pain, and over time it reduces your range of motion, increases stiffness, and makes simple tasks more difficult. Omega-3 acts directly to reduce these inflammatory processes, preserving tissue elasticity and preventing wear and tear that could compromise your mobility. Another remarkable benefit of omega-3 is its ability to stimulate blood circulation. With adequate blood flow, muscles receive more oxygen and nutrients, which means more energy and greater recovery capacity after exertion. This is essential to prevent muscle fatigue and maintain your pace in daily activities. In addition, these fish are excellent sources of vitamin D, which, as we've seen, helps with calcium absorption and strengthens bones. Remember, strong legs depend not only on resilient muscles but also on solid bones to support body weight and withstand impacts. Good bone health reduces the risk of fractures and increases safety with every step you take. And it doesn't stop there. Salmon, sardines, and tuna also provide coenzyme Q10, a substance essential for energy production in muscle cells. It's as if this compound helped start the engine of muscle fibers, ensuring you have more stamina to walk, climb stairs, or stand for long periods without feeling that excessive fatigue. But perhaps you're wondering, what if I don't like fish or can't consume it frequently? In that case, it's worth investing in other sources of lean protein that also offer good results for muscle preservation, such as chicken. Chicken is a protein that is easy to digest and low in saturated fat, making it ideal for maintaining a balance between muscle mass gain and weight control. Maintaining a healthy weight is essential to reduce the strain on your legs and joints, preventing pain and inflammation. In addition, chicken is rich in B vitamins, especially B6, which is involved in the metabolism of proteins and carbohydrates. This function ensures your muscles have enough energy to stay active and that recovery after physical exertion is faster. Another lesser-known benefit is the presence of collagen, especially when chicken is prepared with the skin or in bone broths. Collagen is one of the main components of ligaments, tendons, and cartilage, structures essential for the support and mobility of the legs. Without sufficient collagen, the risk of injuries and joint pain increases. Now that we've talked about animal-based proteins, it's time to remember that muscle strength can also be supported by plant-based foods. This is where beans and lentils come in, affordable, versatile, and highly nutritious options. These legumes are important sources of plant protein and are rich in iron, a mineral essential for muscle oxygenation. Without enough iron, oxygen transport in the blood is compromised, leading to fatigue and a feeling of weakness in the legs. In addition, beans and lentils are rich in fiber, which helps control blood sugar levels. Keeping blood glucose stable is essential to avoid energy drops and to ensure that your muscles have enough fuel throughout the day. They also contain amino acids that help in muscle recovery and regeneration, speeding up the repair of small injuries and strengthening fibers. In the next step, we will talk about foods that strengthen not only muscles but also bones and joints, creating a solid foundation to support the entire body. We've reached a crucial point. It's no use having strong muscles if the foundation that supports them, the bones, is fragile. That's why the next group of foods is so important to keep your legs firm and resistant for many years. We're talking about quality dairy products, such as milk, cheese, and natural yogurt. These foods are rich in calcium, the most important mineral for bone density. Without enough calcium, bones lose strength and become more prone to fractures, especially in the areas that bear the most impact: hips, knees, and ankles. This loss of density happens silently and gradually, and many people only notice it when a fracture occurs, something that could have been prevented with adequate calcium intake throughout life. But here's a key detail. Consuming calcium is useless if your body doesn't have enough vitamin D to absorb it. This is where dairy once again stands out, as many options, such as milk and certain types of yogurt, also provide vitamin D. This nutrient acts as a conductor, helping calcium bind to bones and ensuring they remain strong. Another benefit of dairy is its supply of high-quality protein, which helps preserve muscle mass. This creates a double layer of protection: firm muscles to support the body and strong bones to bear weight and withstand everyday impacts. Natural yogurt also has the added advantage of containing probiotics, which improve gut health and, consequently, nutrient absorption. It's important to choose wisely. Opt for natural versions without added sugars or artificial sweeteners. Combining natural yogurt with fruits and seeds is a practical way to boost the nutritional value of a meal. Speaking of fruits, one deserves special mention: the banana. Rich in potassium, this fruit helps regulate fluid balance and muscle function, preventing cramps and spasms. It also provides slow-absorbing carbohydrates, which offer steady energy and prevent sharp spikes and drops in blood sugar levels. This is essential for maintaining vitality and avoiding that heavy leg feeling throughout the day. Another important nutrient in bananas is vitamin B6, which helps produce neurotransmitters responsible for communication between nerves and muscles. With this connection working well, your movements become more coordinated and precise, reducing the risk of falls. And if we're talking about keeping muscles and bones working in harmony, we can't forget dark leafy greens like spinach and kale. They are rich in magnesium, a mineral essential for muscle contraction and relaxation. Magnesium also helps prevent fatigue, pain, and inflammation, directly aiding in recovery after physical exertion. These greens also offer vitamin K, which works alongside calcium to strengthen bone structure and prevent fractures. Additionally, they are rich in antioxidants that fight oxidative stress and reduce inflammatory processes that can cause joint and muscle pain. A useful tip to maximize the iron found in leafy greens is to pair them with foods rich in vitamin C, such as oranges, kiwis, or lemons. This combination enhances iron absorption and helps keep muscles oxygenated and energized. Next, we'll talk about seeds, nuts, and other functional foods that act directly on muscle recovery and endurance while protecting joints from the wear and tear of time. If you want not only to maintain leg strength but also to speed up recovery and increase endurance, you need to know the power of nuts, such as walnuts and almonds. These foods are true packages of essential nutrients. Rich in magnesium, they help prevent cramps and improve muscle performance. In addition, they contain healthy fats, especially omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids, that reduce joint inflammation and improve lubrication, making movements easier and reducing discomfort. Another strong point of nuts is their plant-based protein content, which helps repair muscle fibers after physical activity. Combined with dietary fiber, they also help maintain stable blood glucose levels, preventing sudden drops in energy that can make legs feel heavy and tired. Daily consumption, even in small portions, is enough to notice improvements in stamina and muscle firmness. Next on the list is quinoa, considered a superfood because it contains all the essential amino acids, something rare in the plant kingdom. This makes it an excellent substitute or complement to animal proteins. Its amino acids help with muscle regeneration and injury prevention, while the iron in quinoa ensures efficient oxygen transport to the muscles. This means more energy, less fatigue, and greater physical endurance. Quinoa is also rich in magnesium, which, as we've seen, is essential for proper muscle function. Additionally, its high fiber content promotes satiety and helps with blood sugar control, preventing energy fluctuations throughout the day. To maximize its benefits, quinoa can be combined with vegetables in salads, soups, or even breakfast bowls with fruit. And to close the list of essential foods, we have the avocado, a true ally for anyone who wants to maintain strong muscles and healthy joints. It's extremely rich in potassium, even more than bananas, which helps prevent cramps and maintain the body's electrolyte balance. The monounsaturated fats in avocados act as natural anti-inflammatories, reducing joint pain and improving the absorption of nutrients like vitamin E and vitamin K, which play a key role in protecting muscles and bones. In addition, avocados provide antioxidants that fight free radicals and prevent premature aging of muscle cells. Another important benefit of avocado is its ability to provide stable, long-lasting energy. Unlike simple carbohydrates, which cause blood sugar spikes followed by crashes, avocado releases energy gradually, ensuring steady vitality for daily activities and physical exercise. Now that you know all these foods, it's clear that strengthening your legs goes far beyond physical exercise. It's a combination of movement and smart nutrition. By including these options in your routine, you'll be nourishing not only your muscles but also your bones, joints, and the entire system that supports your body. And remember, muscle loss is a silent process, but it can be prevented and even reversed. Every meal is an opportunity to give your body the nutrients it needs to stay strong, stable, and active for much longer. If this information resonated with you, leave a comment with the phrase, "I want strong legs," and share this content with someone who also needs to take care of their muscle health. Small changes in diet can bring about big transformations in strength, energy, and quality of life.